and we are overjoyed for our first birthday.
When I record, I do like to stick to the objective.
Okay.
Kind of like observing along the way.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
okay.
That broke you the first time you saw that.
The first time we played this game and I saw him punch that little girl off a building after playing patty cake, I lost my shit. Come here. Come here. Come here.
I don't think so.
Come here.
About to make port to your home village, Sir Zack. Are you ready? I hope you've enjoyed your stay. It was a pleasure to have you aboard.
Also, and I'm only going to play a little snippet so the copyright hounds don't tear me up, the music sounds very similar to Ashitaka's theme.
But yeah, this is part of the Sega Genesis collection, which has like 30 games, and it was a way for me to experience a lot of games that like I've never even touched before. I never played Streets of Rage before, or Vector Man.
I'm trying. Oh, we did have Sonic, so I think it might have been 4 games.
Okay.
That we had. Still trying to think what that one off.
And oh my god. So with all the other characters, when Meridian Child's played and you see their motivation, they take a boat. He dives into the ocean.
Kevin's just like, screw the boat.
And off he goes. It is the funniest thing. I'm just like, my god.
Which is really funny because in my playthrough, he says he can't swim.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. What the hell?
So like whenever I was playing and he was
Lion
my
mutt.
secondary character.
Origami King had matching games, a boat tour, ninja stars, a ballet, a rail shooter, Wind Waker, action RPG boss battles, fishing, scavenger hunts, Korok toads, Zelda dungeon puzzles, and many, many more bits outside of its battle system.
He's a lot faster, and he does slam a lot more frequently. So you gotta time yourself and yeah.
You're gonna die.
Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. Luckily, I have a bento box.
Because to me, that's like the best type of villain. Like, think of the Joker. The Joker is like, he knows that he's...
Oh, I love this. So, she stole your pawns. Enemies! We're not friends anymore. I remove you from my friends list. Yeah, there's a lot of shooting around here. Oh, good. A 1-up. I'll need those. This is one of those games that will give you a lot of 1-ups, and then after once you actually need them, then it'll be like, nope, you're good. Did you keep the ones you got early on? Well, no, Oh, Jesus, come on.
Wrong. They like drop the gun. They like.
The problem is like characters have each other at gunpoint.
So often, and
but
no one shoots.
Like he has the one guy, the one kid as a hostage, and then he goes to do something, and the kid doesn't run.
There, and I'm like, what
so he comes back and just
kid.
grabs
like,
the kid.
Oh, okay, you're still here. Cool. Like you didn't run away. That's fine.
Just looking at each other's eyes.
It's time. Just.
I'd be like, honey, it's time. What? I'm there. I'm there. Jesus, take the wheel. If I have to repeat myself one more fucking time, bury me 6 feet under.
Well, tell me how you really feel.
But yeah, we talked about how the Mana series has like adorable little enemies and actually ferocious bosses.
Yeah.
Like we actually feel guilty fighting regular enemies in this game because they look like just little critters in their natural habitat.
Exactly. That's that. I forget what playthrough we were talking whenever I brought that up. I was like, these little creatures aren't like monsters that have overrun a location. Mm-hmm. It's not like an I Am Setsuna, where they're like, hey, listen, these demon monsters have like taken over the area. Get rid of the demon monsters because they're invaders. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. These little guys are just like, I'm 3rd generation. This is my hut. This was my mom's hut. This was my grandmama's hut. And then we just like come and kill them.
Yeah. Clang, clang, clang comes the trolley. Ring, ring, ring on the bell.
No, I just really like musicals. One of the most beautiful aspects of this song is that while there are certain phrases repeating in the same melody, their harmonies are all completely different. This makes the song feel very introspective. There is a very delicate detail in the descending melody that makes the song feel sad. It wasn't until much later that I understood the creator behind all of those movies that I cherished was one weird master of the strange and unusual, Tim Burton. He was different and presented a dark and twisted idea with a gothic fantasy aesthetic.
Well, if you can't take my punches at 100%, I'm just gonna have to go beyond that. I'll take my stretchy arms beyond 100.
I know. Rystar's like, I'll do 150.
That bird's like, and those aren't just random stretchy arm crabs. Every single one.
A little bit, but then it's just like, okay, I want to be cooler.
Gotcha. Alright, so we got our
Whereas
key.
You would be like a lizard on a rock.
Yep. Just tanning on my rock, being like, this is the life for my reptilian self. I told you way at the beginning of this relationship that you are dating a reptile.
And then I found that out every time I would try to open the window in your old room, and you'd be like, all right, close that window. You'd be like, I'm gonna die. We
You
need some
are the final
circulation.
suspect. I'm now a suspect.
I'm in. They were very, very afraid of lamias taking their babies.
I mean, it makes sense. Giant snake snatching the kids.
Yeah. So I think it's very similar to like how
They're
some,
slithering in there. They're snatching your children.
eating them babies up.
Look out.
Well, because I feel like every single culture has one of those too, because like you have the lamia, you have the changeling.
Well, I think
Like,
it goes
you have
back to the
fairies,
conversation
like,
we had
fairies
of
would
like
come and steal your
fairy
babies.
tales would be about, hey, don't wander in the
Yeah.
woods. Whereas there was always a monster who would be like, keep an eye on your
Yeah,
kids.
don't leave your kids alone.
All right, so now this is like the first part where I was just like, okay, Charlotte's kind of cool because we're gonna see Charlotte in combat.
Oh my gosh, look at its tooth.
Yep, it's a rabbite. So I just got one little biter.
They're so cute.
Charlotte has nunchucks.
Charlotte's like, come at me, bitch. Like, her speech impediment goes away. She just now sounds like Samuel L. Jackson. Just like, I'm ready to fight.
And then a monster fights. Let's go, motherfucker!
I know. She's like, oh.
Everything
okay.
after this is bosses and smaller levels before the final boss. So we're nearing the end.
Yeah, like I haven't seen this. That guy in the middle looks like the temple from Legends of the Hidden Temple. Waiting for his little mouth to open and go, Jaguars, you win. Like,
Find the treasure of the hidden temple.
was it like the purple jaguar undeveloped?
I haven't seen it in a while,
Except
so I'll
for
just
maybe
take
King
your word
Arthur.
for it. Yeah!
But he's in like 2 scenes, you know?
Yeah, good point. Hey, props for getting Pierce Brosnan to sing. I don't know what gave you the idea, but like, it went to his head and he ended up in Mamma Mia.
But I don't know. I just think that despite like the talking griffin, like it would have been way cooler without the talking griffin. The 2-headed dragon, you know. I feel like
think
those
the
are
things
things
that hold it
for
back
kids.
are the things for kids.
Yeah, those are the things for kids. Every single children's movie has those things where it's like, this is really fucking stupid. And then you're like, yeah, because it's meant for 7-year-olds and you're,
Right.
29. So, like, you're going to think it's pretty stupid, but that 7-year-old kid is going to love it.
Yeah.
So, but I think that the movie is underrated.
Okay. No, I look forward to that video.
Yes.
I expect it on my desk in the next few months.
I want that on my desk by tomorrow morning.
I want that on my desk. I want to read it.
I'm going to print it out and tape it to your computer.
Get home from work. What's this?
chase after him.
Okay. He just like grabbed his little friend and was like, "Come on, you. Take my ball and go home."
I'm gonna pull a Nintendo.
I
Take
know.
my ball and go home.
Take my ball and go
Take my
home.
music and leave the Olympics.
Ugh. Really?
Oh man. I feel like, did they have like anime music playing during the Olympics?
I don't know. I know there was Kingdom Hearts.
Because if they didn't play History Maker for like the ice skating, they probably didn't have ice
What a
skating
bummer.
since the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, it's the summer.
It was really funny the first time I took like a really hot bath and I put shorts on and you saw like how red my skin was. You were like, "Oh my god, what happened to you?" And I was like, "Nothing. I just got out of the tub."
Just got out of the tub. That's all.
I'm so pale that I have like 2nd-degree burns. You know, it's fine.
Oh, jeez. So there we go. So we returned the magic sword.
Lately, I've been like throwing ice cubes in my bath.
Oh, really?
It's so
Just
freaking
because it's so hot, yeah. Well, we got that like Vapo mix or
Yes.
something.
It's like
Oh.
it's like a bath salt with Vicks Vapor Rub in it, and it is so nice.
Yeah, because as you know, in earlier videos, we had a bit of a cold.
Yeah.
And one of like the best healing ingredients was a bath with a Vapo.
Yeah.
Because it just cleared out my sinuses, and I was
you
just
could,
like,
breathe.
I can breathe.
Less,
I can fight.
less congested. Like, not to mention, it was just nice because you needed a hot bath
Yeah.
to help with like the cold, but it was so hot outside that when you put the Vic.
But different enough to where I'll hit the wrong button. Because I'll be like, oh, this is dodge in Trials of Mana, but this is to switch characters in Ys. So I'll constantly like switch characters when I want to dodge, or dodge when I want to switch characters, and it's just like, shit, I get confuzzled. It's like that comedian that's just like, you get panicked. You're hitting buttons, they put crouch in the different buttons, and suddenly your man is wandering around the battlefield for no good reason.
I really like that comedian. I cannot remember his name, but that skit was fantastic.
he's Scottish.
It's basically he's saying how like you can be bad at playing video games and it will punish you. You cannot be bad at reading a book. The book will not punish you if you are bad.
Hey puppers, if you haven't already, join our Facebook page. We have fun memes, news, and exclusive sneak peeks to Pupcorn. We hope to see you there. Link in the description.